The pistol round setup will see the utility majoritively set here for the Astralis players. Double flash Molotov, single splash smoke HE, smoke molly as well for Glaive. Fuse get in for JT over the extra salt cam, and the CZ brought down by Sonic. His first contact from the first individual out to the squeaky door position. OC seeing what's going on here. Smoke down against his nature, and both sides will try and take contention here as the T side rush out into the A bomb site. Opening frags of Magic and OC. Bubsky able to try and get one frag back. It's stolen by Magic, who makes it a 3K overall, turning back to a 2 versus 3 overall. The P2K can drop down one player and drop that bomb in particular. Magic will face around the corner against Fang, trying to get out of dodge here up on top of the volley lobby position. The bomb gets picked up. Can it get planted and put down here?
Recover it back towards the side, but Extra Soul not giving up. They want to keep taking these fights. Fang getting very close to being able to follow up again.
Yeah, but Marquee falls, so it's all left to Fang in this scenario. Round in the corner by Bubsky, continues to face on, and Astralis will claim the pistol round.
Extra Soul were putting a lot of pressure on there, but what made it so much easier, or at least made it a little bit more doable for Astralis, is how quickly that bomb got retreated back into the site after it got dropped. We can see Fang's play back in towards that lobby position, but for Astralis, winning that duel onto Marquee, then following up to Fang, start things off into the T-side pistol.
Big start. Astralis carrying on that momentum from the previous map up here. The Eagle scouts, SMGs in. Of course, the buyback from Astralis will see mostly SMGs as well as that AK for Magic in case they need to bail somebody out, but straight down into the secret control for the majority of players. The smokes are out towards that cross. And Glaive, we're going to lead a very, very fast rush down into the B site. Maybe these players that are here, in particular the ones on the site itself. JT on the rafters gets that one good headshot. Frag found easy for the prehab. It's on the return, so the bomb can cross and get planted.
Extra Soul, how much are they going to be able to find on this retake? Without a kid in play, they need another pick, and at least that's going to be the difference maker. OC now being able to deal with Dupree, and the CT's trying to retake in from Rad.
UMP does catch up Bubsky in the upper site, so 4 versus 2, making it 3. Zipex with one good trade. Magis can't hold off against him, however. Deagle spamming away, and Zipex is all that remains here. Mac 10 bursting through, can't catch those frags. They're all so low HP here for Extra Salt. They're on the bomb to tap it and stick the whole 10 seconds. Zipex being covered up by the scout in particular. Still faces around against Sonic and probably drops the round from that. 2 kills up for him, trying to take that third fight against OC. Right in the midst of the bomb, the last 6 player radius. 4 kills up to Zipex, plenty of money gained. Astralis will get themselves a 3-0 start.
If that isn't one way to clutch 1 versus 3, I don't know what is. Everything went right for Extra Soul. You can see the cut-off rotation towards the top side, deal with Magis so quickly, but it comes down to the play where at least the teammate of Zipnix just starts getting in. They don't have a kit, they're not body blocking the diffuser, and for Astralis, they steal a second or 1 away. Extra Soul, they're going to be massively frustrated with that one because they feel like it was theirs. They did so much right in that round.
Push back to the Deagles very early here for ES. Astralis still on those Mac 10s for the majority of players. Did lose quite a fair amount of money considering the buyback. Mac 10 still in for the majority of these individuals. Extra sort of proven that again they can take it close against these rounds for Astralis, and if they can keep these pistols, these Deagles in particular, keeping the damage together, then Astralis' money will be limited even still. Fang, frag on Dupree, starts things off.
Yeah, that's the start that they need. Not really going too far out to go for that trade, but just trying to see if he can spot anything up towards the heaven rafters out for the hub position. But for Extra Soul, all just comes down to try and see if they can maintain some more picks, but now the A side's been compromised and been taken.
Yeah, 2 trades back for Astralis. Bomb plot secured. JT going to tap through with the Eagle. Seeing where Glaive is, can't get the frag against him. Flash forward, tag the 10. Does get a kill on Marquee in the end, but Sonic wraps back in from Secret, perhaps grab that kill, and to grab the AK that was dropped by Dupree so early on in the round. So that's actually going to be pretty heavy lost investment there for Astralis, and an extra weapon for Extra Salt's buyback into the first gun round of this game. JT still playing closer, however, wants to draw their attention back into the outside control. Astralis, however, their main concern is the 3-0 star, which they have just gained.
In terms of economy control, the only real positive is the farm kill bonus coming through for the MAC-10s, because they have actually lost a lot out of this. Looked like there's going to be a moment there in which the secondary AK does get picked up by JT, but not to be. One of the AKs does get saved in, but for Astralis, this probably still has to be taken as a little bit of a bonus round. Keep those MAC-10s in play, because the last thing they want to do to themselves is potentially reset their own economy, buying down massively going into round 4.
They had to save into that. Right. Past the Zipex and Bubsky. AK is brought back down into Glaive and Magic's hands. The pre with the AWP towards outside, looking top of silo. Doesn't see anything as of right now of the CT side. Extra Salt playing indoors. Sonic teetering on the edge of the flames. Astralis on their defaults, mostly looking towards outside. Just that one player that's indoors.
Yeah, Extra Salt having a difficult time being able to gather sort of any of this early info, and actually just a pick towards outside starts coming through for Dupree with the AWP. Fang being dealt with, and for Extra Salt now, they've got to be able to take some more aggressive fights to just try and get an advantage back.
Good start, Sonic trying to get closer. Marky at the edge of the smoke, can't find a gap in said smoke. Sonic will find Dupree. 4v4 scenario. Marky still considering where they could be. Taps in. Glaive gets the headshot. Nice and slow, nice and careful. And for Astralis, it maintains the man advantage, but only temporarily. JT's in with a response.
Oh, look at this, though. Like, JT gets that pick and just falls away. Now they can just sandwich him towards ramp, and just the bait of information is going to allow that backstab to come through from hell. JT should have absolutely no idea Magisk could be here.
How far is he backed up? Not far enough, it seems. Magisk. Headshot, one tap, nice and easy. OC's up against Bubsky. Bubsky gets the kill on a MAC-10. And now Sonic's AK is all that remains. 1v3, and Astralis, these rounds might be getting a little bit expensive in certain cases. Bubsky with the AWP, trying to get baited out on the AK's part, and he still gets that shot in anyway. Sonic found 4th round. And again, even though Astralis are taking a lot of casualties, taking a lot of damage in terms of the economy state, they're getting these rounds, and that's the most important thing, because Extra Salt just still yet to start.
Yeah, that was just so intelligent. Just that bait of footsteps in towards sort of the trophy room, just pulled that attention over from JT, and Magisk just floats his way forward, comes out from hell, into ramp, and from there, like, even Bubsky just doesn't get baited. Look at how many times Sonic was trying to shoulder bait him, just trying to say, get that shot off, so I've got an opportunity of finding a trade back, and instead, Bubsky still hits it.
Flashes in, drop down for Magisk into the B site. Glaive gonna get that one frag on OC at least. Secondary kill on JT. 2 frags, nice and easy. The Eagle back here. Flashbang's coming in. Fang can't get a trade on. The bomb plant secured. Dupree with his AWP pick. Finds Sonic at Squeaky and Fang and Marky. Not much they can do from here. Now just Fang alone.
Yeah, easy cleanup up against the Eco Pistols. Fang might be able to get away with one more towards outside. Maybe if there's an overextending T-side player like a Magisk to come out from Secret, there's an opportunity. But really for Astralis, we did mention that in terms of the rounds being competitive and a lot of players dropping in the first few, hasn't quite been the same in the last couple now.
Yeah, now they're starting to maintain that confidence. Now they're starting to get 4 players alive in this. MAC-10 can upgrade to the AK as well, so they keep all the main weapons in. Lose HP to the bomb, but that's more than fine. 5-0, Extra Salt, Max loss bonus, buyback inbound.
And for Extra Salt, I wonder what we see from them. Do we see like a bit of a lobby crunch? Maybe something aggressive towards outside? Try and test that that early silo boost that keeps coming in from the AWP from Dupree. Extra Salt just have the feeling that they've got to sort of create a bit of a play themselves if they want to get some opening man advantages, because Astralis just aren't offering many up.
Up into Dupree, shot to connect, or not apparently. JT dishes out some damage, takes a little bit in return to Sonic and Marky instead. Also on the map, Astralis' defaults will go well, but the entry frag to found by the AWP could have been very nice to set up the straight storm into the B site, but not to be. We maintain control.
They are thinking of rotating OC from lower to maybe look for a little bit of a pick out from vents, or even towards that secret position, try and deal with those outside diagonal smokes. The only problem here for Extra Salt is they've got no info of this. They've seen the smokes, but they don't know if it's a fake or whether they're actually committing with it.
Astralis could commit before. Gap there towards the garage area, so they'll know if they went towards the garage position, but they're not. They're going secret instead. Magisk going to lead that charge. Glaive has been seen, and now they know that they've gone down towards Secret. So Osi's going to set up, Marky's going to fall back.
And that just drives the AWP away. They're just waiting for a bit of a mistake. They're waiting for a hut face, some sort of over-aggression. And for Osi, he's just playing out from Decon, just hoping that he can find a bit of a pick.
Ready and waiting. Magisk, good leg shot, but tag damage received by the AK, and he does dish out the kill in the end for Astralis. 30 seconds. Orb getting recovered and passed away, so that way they can't maintain it. Zipex finds Zonic next up in the 5-on-3 now. Astralis, all sorts of control. Marky, last line of defense towards the A site. Caught off by Zipex, he tries to get a better angle. And well, Extra Salt has just been ripped apart in this round. Astralis looking fantastic here on their map pick.
And we're seeing the same signs of Extra Soul just being lost in the sense that they're just being scrambled. They don't know what's happening right now. Astralis just the boost up towards the peeking towards Decon after so much damage goes both ways. Like Osi re-peaks the angle, and as soon as he re-peaks, he loses the fight. And they go, okay, it's going to be a lower take. We're going to get slightly aggressively in towards Hut, try and deal with the lobby lurk, and then straight away, hang on, there's 3 players from Astralis still in lobby waiting for us to make mistakes. And then even Marky just gets swung on by Zipnix. Astralis just playing it so down to a T. And for Extra Salt, they can't get a read on what's happening right now.
The struggle continues for the CT side. 6-0 for Astralis. When do you see that first round coming in? I mean, imagine if Extra Salt got 16-1 again here in this tournament. That would just...
Yeah.
That would just be pretty tragic for them. Tactical pause taken by the CT side because they realize there's a possibility and they want to avoid that as much as possible.
Well, that's what you've got to consider, is that, yeah, we saw them hold somewhat of contention on Vertigo, but remember back to that best of one, 16-1 for G2 against Extra Salt and Inferno. And for Astralis, this is a really deadly looking team. Again, the winner of this game goes on to face Gambit tomorrow. So I can only imagine that Gambit are going to be keeping a bit of an eye on this game in particular, trying to see what they can spot out from Astralis, because we can see some real heat here.
Do Extra Salt force around these rifles? No, half bite. Deagles, CZs. Smokes inbound. Flashes out to the default players. Fang spraying through, hoping for a wallbang kill, but Astralis evading those common pre-fire positions. Extra Salt gonna have to work a little bit harder. JT knows that. Him and a teammate pushed in at Sonic alongside him here. Deagle and AUG. Zipix caught first. Deagle around the corner. Kills come in for the T side. 2 for 1 on the trade. That might force them forward here. Glaive does catch off Marky and now looks towards the final rifle. Execution deleted from server on Fang and OC. 1v4.
Imagine being Fang in that position, just trying to get up from vents quickly, try and support in terms of a rotate, just gets instantly deleted as soon as he comes up the ladder. Nothing that really OC could do from here. Look for another exit kill, but even a boost looking to come up towards the heaven rafters now.
$7-0. Oh, OC does find at least one good kill. Grab that AK, get out of dodge. But Extra Salt again, still not around. Still not around. Still not a chance, it feels like. Astralis is just walking all over these boys.
They're having a tough time. Really, really tough time. And even there's a bit of a hunt coming in from outside. Glaive does a pre-aim the right angle at the right time. OC's looking out towards ramp, not over towards that right-hand side. And after all of that hard work comes through of being able to recover that AK, no more than that happens. 7 on the board from Astralis and another tactical from Extra Soul.
Second one in this map up. I wonder how they're feeling in this. I wonder what the expressions are looking like for these boys. Again, they've thrown a lot at the wall, but none of it's really stuck here. That's the look of concern and a little bit of frustration there from those ES boys. What kind of conversations are they having at this moment? What kind of things are you saying if you're an Extra Salt IGL player, coach? What,
yeah.
You know, like, what would they be saying at this moment?
Probably just don't give up. And we know that it's never over till it's over, and the last thing you want to do to end your run here in IEM Summer is to go out and just get smoked. You want to at least be able to try and keep the morale up, try and not let anyone tilt in this position, and just look positive, trying to move forward, try and see if you can crack some weaknesses here for the Astralis side. A run out towards the upper side is at least grinding a couple of kills for Sonic.
Okay, that's a little bit better there for Extra Salt. Prepared against Astralis' rush tactics. 5-on-3 game. Dupree gonna try to look for Fang on the trade, and he is successful on that front, but 10 HP, it came with a cost. Flashes over past that smoke. The outside control continuing to play forward for Astralis. Can he get JT? He could, but he missed out his windows. He peeked into the right-hand side as JT peeked forward, so continuing to aggress. Dupree's gonna hold this angle.
Who's going to peak first? I mean, you've got to expect it can't be Dupree. Knowing that he's on 10 points of health, the fight has got to come to him. And for Astralis, it looks like it's going to be a ramp take, but they've got to deal with OC.
Ready and raring and willing to go. Up in. Boost up for Magis. Does not quite catch that kill. OC forced back. Dupree does catch JT. Did you see the AWP? No. OC turns it around to get it a 3 versus 2. Glaive for Marky on the backstab face. He paces forward from the squeaky door control. Magis gets that one trade, and now switching back to the AK on 13 points of health. Though, how does he go about this? Well, apparently he doesn't. There you go. Extra Salt with their first round. Sonic with a big 3K, and finally.
And that was the perfect start. We saw the hut rush coming out from Astralis and just a couple of kills just starting off from Sonic, and you can even just see from that bait and switch, even though JT falls to the very late walkout swing coming through for Dupree, OC's there to back him up. Sonic ends up with a 3K overall, and that's going to help a little bit of confidence moving forward, knowing that they were just able to find that first round. Looking to try and see if they can follow up with it a second now.
Passed out again from Astralis on the defaults. Forcing players like OC away. Not quite going for the hut rush. Outside control for Magis is very quickly taking control of here. Can he find Fang, or Sonic will find Dupree on the wallbang spray? It looks like straight into that hug position. So again, the kill will come through for him to start off.
It seems like he's finding a bit of form now, individually at least. Another man advantage 5 versus 4 situation coming in, and even just a deep player of Fang out from Garage they don't quite know about.
Flashes over as Fang looks back out into the open. Can't see anything of Astralis, however. So passive on this T default, even now in the last 60 seconds.
Just running down the clock. Extra Salt getting to a bit of a position too, where they don't realize exactly what's going on here. Got a little bit of a walk with the bomb towards outside, but also a couple of players towards Squeak Door.
Flash over to allow an outside peek. Fang looking at red box Molotovs. Smokes in to indicate an inside play, but they're going outside and they find Fang. The trade at last. 30 seconds. AUG at JT, though, almost catches that bomb carrier. Did see where the bomb's on its way towards, though, so Mark is going to have to adjust against it. If he can get the skill on Bubsky, that could be enough. AK leaning up, out towards the... Mark, he's been seen and taken back. It's all a case of timing. He didn't hear the footsteps. Sonic with 2 kills, however, still holding the A defense, but not for much longer. 2v2, he's finally overwhelmed.
JT can come quickly in from Hut. The only compromise is that he won't be in there with his teammate. Need to try and get a crossfire set. And Zip just waiting for the angle. AUG peeks in. Now it's all down to Bubsky.
Got his kill earlier in the vents. Now got to get 2 more. AWP of OC leading up from heaven. Where does Bubsky defend from? Looking out towards Squeaky. Look back at Hut. Now having all entrances covered from this one angle, but do the CTs check it? JT leans up, into the spray transfer does not be found onto OC. No defuse kit for him. I think he's got enough time for this whole thing, though. So it's Extra Salt coming in with that second round on the CT side. Is that correct, actually? No, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
It's fine. Okay. Getting a bit too paranoid for my part there.
It even just came down to being able to not over-rotate. We see a position in which Marky just can't quite figure out where those sound cues are coming in from. Sonic seems to just waste so much time from the top of Hut, but some really good entries coming through from Astralis towards the upper side, and Bubsky just can't win out the 1 versus 2. Deals with the player out from Hut, not from Heaven, and for Extra Salt, that's at least bringing a couple of rounds together now.
A couple of bomb plants still being found by Astralis in those rounds, however, so the rifles are back out. OC going to try and contest with his AWP in secret. immediately looking towards where Astralis' default is set up towards as well. A bit more creative now from Extrasalt. Doing pretty standard stuff, but the shot to the leg doesn't connect to Glaive. He does find it on the second face. Should have been an easy kill. That Molotov should not even have been thrown out there.
There has been a trade back though, and that's the compromise, is that out towards that ramp position, Fang looking to try and get something onto Bubsky. At least they bring the man advantage back, but now the lower take's coming in.
OC sees what's coming. Pops out the observation window. Could still know a bomb plant here with the player coming out as secret. He's taking fire face and taking some damage as well. Sonic rotating to close out the double doors. Zipex being known. Magis gets the kill on Fang. Now they've seen where that bomb is. Still could be denied. It's got to rotate towards Decon if they want to try and get it in a safe position. OC does find Dupree meanwhile, so it's 3v2. And the AWP continues fighting. 3 kills to his name. Marky upstairs. And Extrasalt, well, took him a while to get going, but now they're going.
And now they just know what it's like to be able to win some rounds. They're starting to play with a little bit of confidence. Nice little display from OC outside. We could just see how versatile he's being on the map right now. Out towards Secret, take that first duel, get back down towards Observation and Double Doors, and just continue putting numbers up. 9 kills to his name. It's not a massive stat line like the first map was, Jay, but he's really the impact guy that they've got to be looking at to continue to be able to find those multi-frags and those man advantages.
Finally, some semblance of confidence being shown by Extrasalt, forcing Astralis to take a tactical timeout. They've already experienced firsthand what this team can do when they played off Vertigo. And remember, Extrasalt got the 7-1 start. Very similar to fashion to Astralis' 7-0 start here, so history repeating itself. Astralis holding up a mirror to Extrasalt. Have ES just held a mirror right back at them. Rifles being brought back in, of course, for round 11. The AKs be backed up by a Galil for Bubsky, so it's not ideal. Extrasalt, 2 AKs to work with here on the extra firepower bases. They've got a full buy as well.
Early nades, though, onto Sonic's position. Takes him down to 52 before there's even an early contact coming in. Outside smoke's looking to follow for Astralis.
Sprays through, Sonic. Thinking the T-side player might have made his way aggressive into this position. Not to be. He's tagged up at least, so Astralis have that going for them. Smokes towards outside here, set to the diagonals. Actually, a bit more of the closer smokes towards the main and the garage entrance, so could creep forward. Does allow Dupree a chance to take a pick on Sonic, and he gets the kill in as a result.
What a beautiful adjustment. How smooth that is for Dupree. Back over towards that Tetris angle. And now for Marky, he's probably going to get a little bit underwhelmed, knowing that he needs a little bit more assistance. And now they're taking ramp control away. A little bit of...
Back to a 4v. Astralis. Not quite in control of this, but they are keeping things relatively close. Find a pick back, they can still maintain this whole situation. And Glaive has stuck his way down towards observation window, so pops it open, flashes way forward. No one's on site. JT does get caught by that flashbang. It allows Magis to start making up some room here. JT could get sandwiched by these 2 T-side players. It's all a case of whether Glaive takes contact against him. Aggressive. The AUG caught off. AK Magis is going to be detected. He gets that kill back in and now needs to get the bomb to the site.
Even saw JT reading that was a bait play, but Glaive looking in for a little bit more. Marky does not get caught off guard, and now the advantage swings back to Extrasalt's favor again.
Magis planting for the backlines. Dupree is still lurking upstairs, though. He's got to get back through vents and try and back up his teammate. All 3 CTs coming in from ramp control. Magis naded down. Molotov's burning. Wins out that one fight. Oh, tap to the head of the second man. Can't quite line up the spray against the third. But the AWPer now up against Dupree is a known entity. Shots out. Incendiary's down. I think a decoy nade was used there by somebody to try and draw the tension away with the utility. OC, seen his man, gets a tag shot, can't get a full-on kill. Dupree going to challenge him, but OC knows that he's covered off. Dupree's got to wrap around the corner, AWP baited in, the kill comes back for the T-side member. And Astralis take 8 at long last, the half goes their way.
And it's rounds like that that you look at, Jay, and think only Astralis can win that. How does that happen? That's a 3 versus 2 advantage up for Extrasalt. And really, you've got a player alone. Magisk is only trying to defend that lower bomb side. Dupree is still all the way towards outside, and he just takes some unbelievable fights up towards a ramp entrance. 2 kills to his name, being able to try and get OC off of that bomb, still read the crosshair placement out towards that right-hand side. What a beautiful round for Astralis. That gets him up to 8 now on T-side.
Give a hand to Badgers because he set up the 1v1 scenario.
Yeah.
Could have almost made it a 3K on that clutch back in the backlines of the site. He had no breathing room and still got all those kills. And Astralis back in confidence, back in with a very aggressive play already into the secret position here in the early few seconds of the round. Forced buy-in for Extra Salt sees two players without rifles. Astralis again going quiet. JT goes aggressive though. Can he catch off Bubsky? Can he catch off anything here? No, Bubsky's out of lobby. He knows that they've taken the lobby crunch.
Another one of these outside walks. And you've got to wonder for Extra Salt, do they even realize that this is a potential? They're diving back down into ramp, but no one's got eyes on Hell right now.
They've been ready to try and cut off these players. Being get a kill in, and that could throw a bit of a spanner into the works. Is what's really going on. Sonic and Marky line up for Glaive. JT with his deagle finds one good headshot. That's as far as it goes. OC alone. M4 out of main. Seen there. Not tapped up by Zipex. Eventually gets it in the end. And Astralis. Well, they let Extra Soul get a little bit of fun times in the last few rounds, but now the pain game begins again.
Yeah. That's it. It starts off with the streak. You go Extra Soul. Okay, we'll give you a little prize, little present here. And then, oh yeah, we're back. We're going to start winning rounds again. And for Extra Soul, the money is just in a position where it's never really been strong, has it? Even with those 3 rounds in a row, they were able to convert on CT. Like, it was still going down to the wire with players alive. So into round 13, it's going to have to be a light eco.
Yeah, upgrades on PD50s, but that's it. Sonic with the Zeus as well, being about everything that they got here for Extra Salt. Astralis just walking straight into the B side, getting that bomb plant. There's nothing that Extra Salt can do about this. Maybe get the pick on Glaive outside. Indeed, 2 dinks down from OC and Marky. AK picked up. Bubsky's going to try to account for it, trying to see if he can get that weapon back out of the CT hands. But no Kevlar, no resistance, no firepower, no retake for ES.
They're going to definitely hold on to that AK. Now that OC's been able to fall further back towards T-Spawn, but just getting some more money for himself. But they've got plenty of cash. Just trying to see where that AK is being saved out from. Don't really like seeing OC going for exit frags here. Just make sure you're holding on to that AK, bringing it to the next round.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Definitely want to get back towards T-Spawn. Just hold on to the weapon. Give yourself a little bit of extra bonus firepower going into the next gunfight. Because Astralis will take 10 Extra Salt. Need every little advantage they can get here. Does get 1 exit frag on Magis, but that's a Mac 10 that drops, not an AK, so... And a buyback coming in from ES with the AWP down on OC and everybody else with the rifles. 10-3 for Astralis, round 14. Could leave the CTs with a reset.
And that's got to be heartbreaking, is being it doesn't give you any breathing room going into the second half to establish a comeback, and especially now that they're on CT already, the more favored half. Early counter utility out towards that squeaky position, and OC actually starts off with the opening pick onto Dupree. That's a start.
A 5-on-4 for the moment. Astralis looking for that trade. They left a couple of gaps in the smokes and the fences. Glaive's back's turn though, thinking there might be some sort of red box cross. Sorry, red box flank, I should say, but in the red box cross is where he goes and he falls for it. Good kill for Fang. A little bit careless there for Astralis. They only put 1 smoke out. Big gaps being left there. 5v3 now for ES.
Just punished, really, from Fang as soon as he sees that gap in the smoke. Bubsky's towards outside and might even drop off that bomb. He needs a little bit more assistance to come through from Majisk, and the NWP even just peeks up from heaven.
Mostly with a pick in. JT catching off the backs out towards the observation window, and it's all left to Bubsky to 1 versus 5. And a single point of damage being done to ES so far. Astralis being a little bit careless in this round. Don't want to be seeing that. It does mean that Extra Salt get a 4th round of the CT board. Bubsky left to clutch it. Try and win some sort of clutch here. He failed in the last one, but it's not going to happen. 3 kills for OC on the AWP. And again, he has been posting numbers for ES in this matchup. 15 kills into the 15th round. Astralis back from the bye.
And it's almost a bit of a shame to really see Extra Soul in the lower bracket, because I'd love to be able to see more games from them in this tournament, just to kind of see what like OC's able to do with different levels of competition, different styles of teams, because he's just been a very impressive player to watch over the course of this best of 3 series. But for Astralis, it all just comes down to round 15 and try and see what they can convert going into the second half.
Astralis on their default. See. AK set up on the buy. The Galil in for Glaive is going to be the weaker weapon. Astralis setting up the utility towards the outside position as well. The smoke's inbound. Standard plays as it seems towards those outside smokes. I hope they don't start to carelessly swing against them with the gaps in the fence. No gaps seemingly for this one, however, so it looks like they can cross successfully and pretty safely if they decide to do so.
Fang is just on the other side of it. OC just rotating down from that ramp position, trying to get back out from Secret. Now, once he does get there and he gets the peek in, he can give the information pretty much straight away that there's nothing in Secret, and at least Fang's gathering some of that info towards the front end of Garage too.
A lot of info Magisk should be able to force Sonic away from position. Dupree's also going to put one to the other side of the hut. Force him back out of dodge. Burst through for him. Flashbang completely blind. Glaive will try to look for that fight, but neither player can win it out. Marky gets his head shot against the Vex. One trade from JT as well. Drops the bomb. Magisk there with a responsive. 4v3 scenario. Extra Soul being covered off in the vent dive. Glaive catches the pick on Sonic, and now it's all left to the AWP of OC. Still down here towards the B site. Shot on the first man. Not connecting the second. Glaive still waiting. Dupree's got to win this engagement. Got to grab this bomb, get it down to the site. Glaive finally forces forward. OC gets caught off guard. The bomb plant can be secured as a result of this distraction play, but Glaive goes down for OC's 2K, looking for the triple to close this one out. Dupree gets one kill, turns 180 back in with a second, and got to look towards double doors against Marquis as well. It's too many players, too many positions to handle, and too much of a clutch for Dupree to take. 10-5, still favourite Astralis, but Extra Salt still make it competitive at the turn at the half.
Just a notion in the wind. We ain't gotta make plans. Fair enough, it's fair enough, yeah. Always you and me, trying to be weightless. Like we're the two surviving pieces of something. Always you and me, trying to be weightless. And I know it feels like but light years in the making. Up, 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 1,000 miles of luck. Don't look down, we made it. Feet far off the pavement. And we go up, 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 1,000 miles of luck. Oh no, we stay understated. Pressure feels amazing. Just the dust, just the sand, just the motion of your hand. Travel like land, just your hype man. Just the one, just a believer. I don't care, I see you loading up my mind. Place me on the side, oh, fair enough, oh yeah. Always you and me, trying to be weightless. Like we're the two surviving pieces of something. Always you and me, trying to be weightless, yeah. And I know it feels like light years in the making. Up, 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 1,000 miles of luck, yeah. Don't look down, we made it. Feet far off the pavement, but we go up, 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 1,000 miles of luck. Oh no, we stay understated. Pressure feels amazing. Just the dust, just the sand, just the motion of your hand. Just the dust, just the sand, yeah, yeah. Travel like travel lands. Just the dust, yeah, just the sand. Hey, just the dust.
Five rounds ahead for Astralis. They just need to get the CT side started, and then Extra Salt will fall out of the tournament for good. It is their opponent's map pick, of course, and Astralis are just looking to rain hell upon the ES camp. Yeah, up by a map on this series and all Dweg. All the numbers against Extra Soul here. What do they have to do to turn this around?
Yeah, it's got to be the pistol round victory. It's got to be. That's vital for the survival here from Extra Salt. Get things started off on the right foot. Be able to carry some of that momentum in for the back couple of rounds from that last half into the first. And, well, at least for Astralis, we're seeing some jewelries coming out from Zipnex.
Big up with the taps. Seeing those being a lot more prevalent in the modern day CS landscape. So I'd like to see whether Astralis can put that to decent effect as Zipnex's part. OC towards outside on the P250 raid boss. JT with the P250 glass. Astralis in initially to the defaults. Extra Salt looking like they want to take some sort of ramp control, but got two lurkers outside here.
It all just comes down to seeing if they can get some early taps in, start scrambling the CTs a little bit, and then just charge out towards that ramp position. Glaive at least sees OC towards the back of T-Red, and at least that other player JT as well.
Glaive finds OC, USP for Dupree. Can't quite follow up with a secondary kill for Astralis. Gonna make their way downstairs into the B side for Extra Salt. CTs are already down here and more are on the way.
Yeah, rotate's coming in pretty quickly for the CT side. They've really got to try and get this bomb down. They don't know about Bubsky out towards double. Early one-on-one trade coming in, but he's getting sandwiched from all fronts. Fang being able to get another one, but the bomb being dropped.
Yeah, Glaive picking up Marquee, 3v2. Dupree still on site and is an unknown entity, I don't think. I think that Glaive's pick has just kept protected his position for hanging JT. Looking upwards here, Julie's inside Decon, gonna hope for an aggressive face from Extra Salt. P250 looking at the back lines. Still can't see anything. Dupree checked into the back corner. Glaive sees his man, takes contact. Dupree will try and play distraction, draw their attention away. Taps through from Fang. Glaive gets the kill, and JT all that remains. Glaive with a quad drop. Astralis with a pistol.
Extra Salt, they did pretty well to at least open up that ramp position, try and drop down lower, create a lot of chaos on the side, but just Glaive on the rotate. 4 kills in total for the in-game leader. And for Extra Salt, without a bomb plant, Jay, what can they do? They can't really buy it up. They're pretty much just going to have to take this as a Glock round now. Yeah, if they got a plant, maybe. This makes a lot more sense to just save for the basic weapons and the basic rifles going into round 18. SMG's in for Astralis to quickly lean up and get all the kills. Get as much money as possible here. It's the FAMAS from Dupree that will start things off on JT towards outside, seeing nothing else to the T-side line. Meanwhile, Zipnex out towards ramp. Entrance gets 1, 2, almost 3. Bubsky there with the kill on Fang. Meanwhile, also in the lobby crunch. Marky's lost the bomb control, so the best he can do is potentially get some exits, but even that is a bit of a stretch. I hope that the CTs just overface him and then he can get another couple of jewels, but Dupree coming in from the back of ramp, even when all the biting themselves, being able to deal with that last player. 12 on the board now for Astralis, a chance to get the weapons forward, upgrade into all of those AKs, and you just gotta wonder how much breathing room have Extra Salt got to work with on T-side now.
AK's on a rebuy. Marquee should also be investing as well. $1,000 to get special utility as well on all AKs across the board. Still bonus weapons here for Astralis. More of a bonus round for them as a result. Extra Salt sitting in their positions. Incendiary smokes down. JT backed up. Marquee catches off Glaive. Kicks things off on the right foot for the T side.
Yeah, fast up towards the top of Silo. Great opening 5 being found, but they've really got to be able to follow up from here because Dupree is looking for a little bit of an info play, at least gathering a lot of the information towards outside with the spam.
Slow walks in for ES. FAMAS of Dupree. Sonic gets tagged down at 15 HP meanwhile. Astralis have to reposition to account for what could potentially be the B-site play. Bubsky's the only man to defend this though.
With an MP9 too, Alpha Decob with a long-range angle onto these players in from Secret. It's going to be a difficult time. Actually going back into lower now, and OC catches off Dupree on the lurk.
A 5v3, Magisk does see Sonic and JT. Incendiary back towards their mini position will stop Extra Salt from making their way in from outside. But Astralis got to rotate that AUG up somewhere. It allows Vex to hold defensive on the A side. They know that it's outside control here.
Now, OC even with the wrap towards heaven. Got to wonder if anyone's got eyes on that. Zip is already too late to the rotation coming in. OC can cut off this rotate.
Magisk gets overwhelmed as well. The A site is now on a T side control. Zipex's best bet might be to save the AUG here. Yeah, overwhelmed by OC instead. Bubsky now stands alone. Down over towards the held position and backing up with his MP9. I imagine that he'll probably try and see if he can hunt for the AUG towards outside, but that's even a bit of a lesser hedged bet. OC could be watching that position. They know that they have him in their presence. Extra salt, extra rifles, extra rounds takes to the board.
Extra tasty in that one too. Looking pretty good. In a position where they just start working the rotates, even deal with that last player, no one falling. So economy goes to an all-time strength there for the North Americans, but just the way that they get that first pick and then they sort of just wait for Dupree to start walking away from that garage position, cut him off and just start working it a little bit. 6th on the board, and look at what that's done to the economy for Astralis. There's money behind them, but not enough to get a buy forward.
USP is the Deagle. That's it. Money on Zipex is going to be the main sticking point that forces them down to this eco bases. I guess they're going to get the extra weapons out coming into round 20. They can drop weapons and they can get a few more rifles as opposed to what they would have had here in this one with the downgrades. Sonic aggressing here with the AK. Player up in the rafters, not been seen to the CT side. Eventually does get checked as Bubsky waits a little bit too long to hunt for the kill. Extra salt getting the A side.
Astralis could just kind of throw themselves at this, try and see if they can get some exit frags, see if they can contain the T sides in towards the upper side. But yeah, trigger discipline coming through from Bubsky for a little bit too long. It was only a USP towards the Mustang area. Extra salt getting up to 7 now.
Indeed they are, Astralis. Bit of a throwaway round, seeing if maybe they can hold some exit frags. You can see they're back over towards the outside positions and ramp and hoping they can catch players off in lobby. Made the lobby exit. They go out through main or stay in lobby, and then the CTs won't be able to do much here. Flashing forward, Dupree caught. Magisk, Deagle falling all the same. Yeah, simple kills coming. Can't get anything. And Liver can Blave. All 5 alive here for the T side.
Yeah, very simple. Very, very simple out from Extra Salt. Just get the upper execution in, everyone retreat out towards sort of the T roof and T spawn area, and just make sure that we're all keeping our eyes out for, in case they want to go for some late exit kills, they want to try and trap us in. Closing the gap to 5. Now, with the economy being slightly lower for Zip, it will mean that he's going to be on a scout, but they have been able to get M4s up for everybody else, get an AWP out for Dupree, and 1 kit in play.
Only the 1 kit on Bubsky though. He better, if he's going to go down, he better drop into a very convenient place for Astralis, and might not need that convenience at all. Glaive instantly in with a start out on Marky, spraying through the smokes onto the squeaky door, getting that kill, getting that start for Astralis.
Now, even to outside Dupree, just with the NWP, waiting for at least a little bit of a shoulder. Oh, there's a gap in the smoke.
That's so good for Glaive. He doesn't. Oh, he misses the chance. Extra salt. And Astralis, a wasted moment. They're forced to fall back.
I reckon he still spotted them. Like, when you look at the way that he looks down, he might just not want it to spam through that smoke. Instead, gather that information of a couple of players towards outside and not give up the ghost that they know that this player's coming in from secret.
Oh, meanwhile, Zipex has the scout on 2 players and drops the bomb. That's massive for him. Great shot on the first player, then made to support the secondary kill. And JT and Fang, suddenly this position looks a little bit dicey. Bubsky does see JT creeping around. They've heard the second man as well. Spray back, catching him in the center of the site, and it's all left to Fang in a 1v5. Got to recover this bomb. Glaive knows it. Zipex will end up falling, and Glaive gets the final kill. What a great play from Zipex. He was the man that saved the round there for Astralis.
It really was. Those 2 scout shots were just clinical towards that ramp success, to being able to really get a dominant round ahead of themselves. And for Extra Salt, you look at that one and you get 2 pretty convincing rounds in a row, and then you just get faced again and again by that scout. You've even got Bubsky on a very, very quick rotate to that lower bomb side. JT's just opened up the double doors, and then as soon as he starts clearing out the lower side, there's already a backstab in play.
Small tech boards for Astralis before we get going into their next round, and Extra Salt definitely going to have that little extra moment to stew on that one. Okay, an ES player also timed out there, so small moments of respite here for the moment. Regardless, this squad hitting a bit of a snag in the situation. Astralis with a really confident round as well at that, and it was mostly a scout that picked them apart. So if they can do that with scouts, let's see what they can do with all the weapons in check.
Just with the confidence of being up by the margin they are, 13-7, Not really a lot of breathing room for Extra Salt to work with. We know they got to double digits on their map pick of Vertigo. They got to 10 rounds. I now look at Nuke, Jay, and I kind of posed the question, can they replicate the same scoreline? Can they get to double digits? Can they get to 10? You can see some sort of wiggle room for that to be a possibility.
Indeed it is. I feel like that maybe it might be a little bit more of a difficulty, however, considering that Astralis were on the front foot for the turn of the half, and they've been on the front foot for most of the entire matchup. Extra Salt at least had a little bit of a bonus in terms of getting the in getting the first half under their control in Vertigo. Same cannot be said right here for them on Nuke. Again, 6 rounds of difference. AK's involved for Extra Salt, should be able to get some decency going here, but they just need to hold on. Astralis. They can lock out a good defensive here. They could put some serious hurt on ES's money line.
And just remember, too, that we've seen like head-to-heads in the past with both Extra Salt only a couple of months ago in DreamHack Masters Spring in the best of one, and in IEM Katowice last year when it was the core here of the Extra Salt side, yet to get a map victory against Astralis. And this might continue with that 5-0 streak that Astralis can get against them. AKs across the board, buyback coming in for Extra Salt, just trying to see if they can give themselves some security and some survival rounds going forward.
Astralis. The outside defaults here will place 1 player. Very passive at that here. Site execution coming in from the T side towards the A play. Molotov's all inbound. Bubsky's going to take minimal damage for it. AK spray reveals his position. It's Dupree with the opening kill on the AWP. JT with 2 great frags on Magus and Bubsky. Glaive gets caught rotating from the vents. And Extra Salt with an extra great execution. But it's Zipex there with a response back on the nade. Sonic trades him, looked for the spray back on Dupree. Looking for his own 2K off the back of JT's opening. And Dupree realizes it's probably best for him to save the AWP in this one. No kit. No immediate automatic rifle, and Astralis knocked back again by Extra Salt.
Yeah, just get out of there. No chance you're going to win that 1 versus 3. And for JT, he just creates that round by himself, just running straight out from heart, getting a double entry, the in-game leader for Extra Salt, just being able to give them the advantages to work with. Even Fang dealing with how quickly that rotate came up from the vents position. And Dupree just holding on to the AWP, Extra Salt up to A, and we're now getting into a position for Astralis where Dupree's holding on to an AWP, but on 1400 loss bonus, they'll probably on double eco status for Glaive. Zip, not as much. What's the situation? I mean, it really has to be an eco. They can't force it up here.
You say that, Glaive's on double eco status, so again, we could be looking at a scenario like we saw a couple of rounds ago as Zipex had the scout in play. I mean, to be fair, we did see how well that scout played out for Astralis, so maybe that might be a good call still. Tactical timeout coming in from Extra Salt, though. They're the ones that are holding face. They're the ones that are still trying to make up some ground. 5 rounds of difference, Astralis. What's the call here?
Oh, what I have noticed from Extra Salt's tacticals is every time they call attack and we see JT on screen, it doesn't seem like he's actually doing a lot of talking. So that's only kind of telling me that it's probably TC, their coach, that's taking those tactical timeouts and just having a bit of a chat with the lads and trying to get a bit of a message across rather than the in-game leader to the teammates. Closing the gap for Extra Salt, but what is just looming right now is obviously that 13 for Astralis, knowing how close they are for being able to close out Nuke and closing out this best of 3.
It will go for the eco in the end, leaving the Deagle on Glaive. Maybe get a frag, a bit of extra cash that could lead to a slightly better bite. The CT side of the next round. AWP Dupree firing away, trying to back up Glaive, but Glaive just takes the damage, and Dupree's second and third shots do not connect to anything either. So, falling back behind the smokes, the USP tapper, Zipex doesn't do anything, and Sonic leads the charge straight in to the B site.
Yeah, probably need to get some rotates down there quickly because pretty much everyone was towards that upper side take to come through from Astralis. Keep the AWP around and just try and see if they can find some exit kills onto the rest of them.
Molotov's in, the bomb will make its way downstairs. Taps through the AK, Sonic. Forces them back. The bomb plant will be secured. Astralis might put these pistols in position and maybe look to try and get a frag or two. AWP most certainly will look to save. This round goes to 9 for the ES side.
Round by round, that's the way to be able to pull a comeback forward. Got to look at the small picture rather than the main objective of being able to convert the map. Just look at it. Round 22, round 23, round 24, take it individually. Fang even just trying to see if he can cut off a couple of more of these Deagle players out of the secret position to steal that first player, looking to find a second. Nice and easy. Adding more stats to the tally, 9 on the board for Extra Assault. Astralis didn't really invest into a massive amount into that next round, so I can get the rifles forward. Dupree could drop a weapon over to Glaive.
That's what I'll do. Orps back and forth, M4 in for the IGL. AUGs, M4s for everybody else. 4 rounds of difference here. Extra Assault painstakingly slow in catching up to this, but they are effective in doing so. Will Astralis put 14th back on the board and again try and knock them back on their ass. Nades in, smokes out, incendiaries initially coming in for the CT side, going to try to stop them from making their way out to the vent dive. Fast rush in from the hut control. Bobski gets 3 kills for it. Fang finds a responsive frag. The Magic into the easy frag with a bomb dropped in the open. Fang alone, 2 kills to his name, makes it a triple. And the clutch is on, but 8 HP to finish the job.
Oh, even the incendiary out towards that vent drop, just making sure there's no way that he could pick up that bomb, dive down to the lower side, thinking about taking a bit of a duel towards outside. Might be able to find another pick, but not to be. The headshot angle coming through from Glaive. And what a start. What a round, really, from both teams individually. Like, you see how Bubsky just holds down, waits for the run out, ends up finding 3 kills. Fang almost brings that back by himself, but a one-man army in that round.
Becoming a major player here for Astralis on that defensive. And again, it knocks Extra Assault back down. Gun round can come back for them, but Astralis closing in on 15. 1 more to go, and then 1 more after that to win the map and the series. He's just immediately outside. Look at how far forward he gets. He does a little bit of damage with those nades in. Couldn't get the kills together alongside Glaive aggressing both players towards outside. Can they catch any of these kills? Nade's going to take all the damage, but Fang overwhelmed. M4 swings back at Glaive, gets a double. Marky trades it, but also on 25, Astralis have gained all sorts of advantages here.
That's so chaotic towards outside. So many fights being taken, and for Glaive, he gets away with 2. And now for the T's, they try and sort of sneak their way down from secret, but they've still got a lurker towards hard.
25 HP for Marky is the main concern for Extra Assault. JT and Sonic are going to have to be the players to do the heavy lifting. Mentioned that hot lurk for Sonic. Not leaning out at the moment. Astralis starting to creep in towards the secret control. They have missed Extra Assault. Zipex does find Sonic as well. So that's all the A-site presence cleared out. It's got to be down to B. Decon can open up and they can get the bomb plant because of it.
At least the site's open. That's the positive note. But look how quickly the AWP can at least come into rotation, and the incendiary down towards default.
Awesome. That. And it will be map and match points for Astralis. Extra Assault did get a bomb plant bonus, but 6 to go to get to OT. They are in trouble at the moment.
A nice read there coming in from Astralis. You could just see for Extra Assault how they were just so caught off guard by that hyper-aggression. It seemed like Magis was the first player to try and go in for it, ended up falling back, and then sort of Glaive was the guy to almost do the U-turn and be the one to actually engage with the early duels. 15 to 9 up for now, Astralis. 1 more round, and they're even going double orbs into round 25.
3 AKs as well to boot. All sorts of firepower for Astralis. Bobski still takes a ton of nades down. Where was he placed? On the A side, I think, towards that that common spam position. 13 HP for him. Incendiary is a block of the smoke gap there, brought in by Glaive. Can he catch off the kill on JT?
Yeah, it's whether JT can read that that's what they've done. Put that incendiary down, create that bit of a gap, and even for Magis, so deep in ramp.
For the receiver. Oh, almost lined up 2, gets the 1 shot instead. Looks for the second man of Fang. AWP missing its shot. Trying to get back downstairs. Dupree with the double orb set up in the crossfire, burning quite significantly. Doesn't get taken down though.
A couple of low HP players now when you have a look at Dupree and Bubsky for this CT side, but you could just see standing in the molly, waiting for that peak to come in. Doesn't quite happen in the fraction of the time he's there, and JT's trying to see if he can make a bit of a play towards outside.
Dupree's watching the held position, has seen Fang nade back to his angle, got to look outside. JT is, I think, already snuck past it. No, he's still on the outside position, just ahead of the red box. Hasn't gone indoors, hasn't gone towards Mini. 30 seconds left. Extra Salt have got to get a move on here or else they'll lose this series.
Glave's even clearing out lobby. So much information being gathered. They don't know about the squeaky player, though.
Boosting up that marquee, gets the flick towards the spray. 4v4 now. Zipx, main defender. AWP in the back of Dupree. Gets his kill. Zipx follows suit. OC with one good pick. But Bobsky's back in the corner. The unknown entity. JT gets a trade, but now needs to fly back towards Hot. The bomb's right in his grasp. But Zipx has control, and he has the kill for the round. 16-9 for Astralis. A 2-0 series, eliminating Extra Salt from IEM Summer.
They look excited about that one. That's a big victory. Continue their campaign into the lower bracket with a 2-0 over the Extra Salt side.